Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ayo and I'm a lifestyle blogger. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. As you can see from the title, I am going to be talking about 3 no-nonsense, no-pressured ways that you can gain a skill, especially in this quarantine. Now, I know social media has given us the 2 sides of the coin, whether we should just be resting and dealing with each day as it comes, or whether we should be being productive. I sort of empathize with both sides, but this video is for those that are hoping to get a little something else out of the quarantine, maybe a way that you can just gain a new skill without any pressure, but that just takes a little bit of effort every day. In case you're interested in that, please make sure you keep on watching. So I've decided to bring you in a little bit closer so we can talk one-on-one, you know? And the first thing I would say that you can do to upskill during this quarantine with a no nonsense, no pressure type of way is to download a language app such as Duolingo and learn a language. Now, I didn't even think about doing this during the quarantine. I know certain people were saying like learn a language is a new skill, but it didn't really like spark my interest. But the thing that did spark my interest was knowing that another friend was doing it. And he first recommended it to me. He was like, oh, you know, you should download Duolingo and we can, you know, compete on the streak and stuff. And I was a bit like, not really feeling it. But then eventually he lost his streak. And it was so funny because he was like, oh my days, I didn't log on yesterday or something like that. And I was like, I swear. And then I decided to download the app and I thought we could just find a way to compete. In fact, I think I even got an email to notify me that he beat me in terms of XP, which is like the sort of currency of Duolingo. And I was like, oh my days. And then I just realized that we could compete whilst also learning a language, and that actually motivated me to do it. So I think for anyone out there that's thinking about learning a language or even picking up an old language that they were learning, that might be a really great way of doing it. You can also compete with friends, which definitely gives it that element that, you know, gave me the motivation, because I was literally like, no, I can't let this guy beat me just because he's been on it. And he had like a 30-day streak, so he was doing really well. Unfortunately, he lost it, but it's calm now because now we're competing with each other and it's encouraging us to just do more and learn more as quickly as we can. But for you guys, you can always just decide to just do a little bit every day because it goes a long way. I got bars. Let me stop. Sorry. A little bit every day goes a long way, and it could be a great way that, like, you know, after this quarantine, you'll realize that you actually have a good foundation of knowledge of a language. And yeah, I just think that you'll feel quite accomplished knowing that you've just done a little bit to improve a skill of yours. So yeah, for anybody that is interested in learning a language, I'll definitely encourage you to download Duolingo, maybe try it out. You might like it. It's quite fun, and you can also compete with friends as well. Another thing that you can do during this quarantine, which is a no-nonsense, no-pressured way of upskilling, is to take an online course or attend an online webinar. Now, the beauty of it is that you get to choose which ones you go to and what time you go to it. Honestly, even though there is social distancing and there is a lockdown, a lot of people are still hosting really great informative workshops online. Now, even just a quick scroll of Eventbrite shows me that actually people are still, you know, teaching things along psychology. People are still doing things in terms of your creativity. People are still doing things in terms of gym and, you know, online exercise classes and training, which shows me that very much the online event space is still booming. And to think that during this time we could still gain great skills through the online space is great. So for example, if there's a specific skill that you want to hone in on, a specific skill that you want to just see if you might be worth trying it might be worth going on Eventbrite or going on General Assembly, the Dots. There's still some great platforms out there that are hosting online workshops and online classes for people that are interested in learning something during this time. So don't skip on that opportunity. There's still quite a lot of free ones being done, so don't think that everything has to be paid. And even in terms of IG Live, there's still quite a lot of people doing really informative talks and informative teaching on there. So don't neglect the opportunity to possibly find something that might be free and no nonsense and no pressure in terms of learning a new skill. Now, my last tip for you guys, I'm sure you were expecting it, but it is to try content creation. Now, when I talk about content creation, I'm talking about blogging, I'm talking about creating videos, I'm talking about podcasting, maybe trying to grow on certain social media platforms like Twitter and Instagram. By the way, if you're interested in growing on social media, please make sure you check out my video up here where I give some tips on growing on social media. Back to content creation. There is so many skills that you can learn through content creation. Through blogging, you can learn so much about writing, marketing. Through podcasting, your public speech, your articulation. Through YouTube, there's like editing, production, public speaking, working with a camera. These are all great skills that can be utilized outside of your home eventually. And these are all things that you can improve on whilst you're at home, whilst you're in quarantine. And I know a lot of people might be quite worried about it, may not necessarily want to share their creations with everyone. And I very much say do it anyway, in terms of creating the content. And you don't necessarily have to share it with anyone. You don't even need to share it on your social media. You don't need to tell your friends. You can just do it for yourself, because there will definitely be ways that you can improve just by trying it out and seeing it and then looking back on it. Like, for example, if you are interested in blog posting or writing in general, if you force yourself to create a blog post at least once a week or once every 10 days or once every 2 weeks, after 3 weeks, after 4 weeks, you will definitely see an improvement there just by the act of writing it out, putting it there, rereading it, and then learning better for the future. So I'm very much an advocate for creating content, even if it's not for anyone, even if it's not to share with the world, but just doing it anyway gives you the opportunity to improve your skills way better than by just, you know, thinking about it or just looking at other people do it. So if you're interested in content creation, I'll definitely encourage you to try it. If you ever want to talk to me about it as well, let me know. I'm very much happy to talk about it. I have done YouTube, as you can see. I've tried podcasting as well, and I do blogging every now and then. So it's a great way that I've been able to improve certain skills, and I genuinely believe that it's helped me even in terms of my job and even in terms of other ventures that I've tried outside of this. Definitely try it out, and that is the end of the video. Those were the 3 tips I have for you guys. So the first thing was to try learning a language, especially through Duolingo. The second thing was to try an online course or online webinar to improve your skill, and the third thing was to try content creation as a means of improving your skill too. I think those are all 3 ways that you can do it without any pressure, without any nonsense, but whilst also having fun at the same time. If you like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. It very much helps me out. Please make sure you comment down below if you have any other ways that you might be able to upskill, or if there's any ways that you're thinking about upskilling, please make sure you let me know. We can talk about it in the comments. And as well, if you like this video, please make sure you subscribe. I'd love to see you back here. Have a blessed and beautiful week, and take care.